Xing Yang was a man born deformed, tortured, caged, humiliated, until he made a dying wish. Today we take a look at McFarlane's Mandarin Spawn. Stay tuned. And welcome back to the show, guys. First of all, I want to give out a quick shout out to Paul on Instagram, who was the person that introduced me to this character, to this figure. I had no idea who he was. I had no idea anything about this character. I knew of Spawn. I just didn't know. I knew there was different variations, but I didn't think I was going to like this figure the way that I do. I mean, normally I like to do the review for you guys where I open the figure and show you what the figure looks like here at the cave. But I'm blown away by this character, and to my understanding, this character has been around since 1998. There's been different forms of him. There's been statues made of him. Some statues have somewhat a little bit of articulation, but this is the first time McFarlane gives the character some form of articulation from head to toe, and we'll look at that together. But I have to say, this thing is just crazy. So another thing I want to address for you guys that I don't think a lot of us are addressing to McFarlane is on the packaging or on the box, as you saw in the intro where I had the figure. It says on the top McFarlane's Toys, but then it says it's not a toy. I want to make clear to all my subscribers and all my followers and fans and folks who watch the videos, I disagree with that concept because I am a filmmaker. I'm not a collector. Statues are collectibles. Action figures are not, because I'm a filmmaker and I like stop motion and I like my articulations. And I say this because we're all getting tired of having to pay high prices for action figures because they become collectibles rather than toy manufacturers stocking up on characters, to make money. But again, I digress, and I just want to say that's just my thought. That's my opinion. You can leave a comment if you like regarding that. Again, I want to thank Paul for introducing me to this fantastic video. Let's go ahead and look at the review of the guy. Let's begin by taking a measurement to the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off right now so I can straighten him out, take the knives off, and we'll get a good understanding of his height. All right, and welcome back again. Let's go ahead and take a measurement for you guys on camera. If I measure him all the way to the top, at least to the top of his head, not the spine sticking out on his, I'm getting about close to, at least close to 9.5, 9.3 inches is what I'm getting from what I'm getting here on the scale. So again, it's a pretty tall character if you want to look at the top of his head. On that, he does come with a Spawn base to hold him. Sorry about the bumping the camera. As you guys can see, with the logo Spawn on it. Sorry about that. And he does come with two swords. I did say knife before I cut away, but it is two swords. As you can see, they're very decorative. Love the design of it. It is a little flimsy here, McFarlane. You need to work on this. Some of your swords are on there. You did mention in a previous video that some manufacturers are requesting to put on shelves and whatnot, certain kind of plastic. This is bendable too, but again, this one's a little harder. This one does bend on it. I'm not much of a follower of Spawn. I am familiar with it, and McFarlane, I love your product. It is amazing, and kudos to you not only for doing DC Multiverse, but putting your own product out there. But I will say that this figure here, what caught my attention is how different he was. And believe it or not, I went online to try to understand who this character was. His name was Cheng Jing. I could be pronouncing it wrong, so please leave a comment if I pronounced it incorrectly. Found only one guy. I'm not going to put the link because it's not suitable for everyone. You guys will have to just search through YouTube, type in Mandarin Spawn story. And lo and behold, I tried going through Amazon to get the comic. The comic, somebody's asking for $200 for what, a 16-page comic. They can keep it. I got it digital on Amazon Books. It was digital. It was only $1.99. And I read through it before I did this review. Loved the story. Loved how he became the Spawn. This character is just absolutely aesthetically beautiful. The variant, or the gold level that McFarlane is releasing is in blue. And I wasn't feeling it. I saw it online, and I like this traditional Chinese color. Most people are saying that the Mandarin Spawn is Japanese, or in a Japanese area, but these colors, these designs is more like Chinese, and the name Cheng Cheng is more Chinese than Japanese on it. I mean, we look at the back, they say there's not a lot of details in the back. However, McFarlane is releasing another one of this figure, which is going to come with swords and a shield, which is true to the comic itself. Looking at this thing, if you don't agree with me, I like him more than the regular Spawn. Doesn't have that flowing cape we all love and the chains, but you know what? This is something different. The face is just really, really out there. The colors are amazing. I don't know. I don't know what else to say with this figure other than the fact that I got hooked and I didn't know anything about this guy. As a matter of fact, even when I saw him being announced, I was like, I don't think I'm going to get that guy. I don't understand it. I don't get what he is. And as soon as Paul told me about him, showed me some pictures, I said, you know what? I got to get this guy. This is something different. I like, in my Batman world, I like the characters to be a little bit different. So now that we're here, let's take a quick look at the articulations of it. Let me begin from the bottom because I didn't understand the feet. They have articulation, but it looks like I gotta press on that button there. On there, he has some kind of a weird ankle articulation, almost like a hoof that he has there. He's got double jointed knees on there, but if you look at the character in itself, let me put that here. He's got, oops, sorry about that. You're looking at the legs, it kind of reminds me like a backwards walking legs that I seen in a movie called, I think, The Arrival with Charlie Sheen. I could be wrong in the name, but it reminds me of the aliens in Halo with these type of legs, which nothing wrong, I like them. He does have a ball joint down there, not the typical mechanism that he's been putting on the DC characters. Double jointed knees. He's got a little bit of a waist swivel, no thigh swivels on this one, which I did notice that he started adding it to the Batman figures. He's got a double elbow, or I could be wrong, it could be a single elbow. The shoulders are limited because of that, not a big deal. The head does not have a lot of articulation up and down. It does go side to side, and that's fine, because when I was reading the comic, it looked like this Spawn has this kind of uniform or armor versus the other one, his necroplastic arm or whatever they're calling it. Again, I don't know what to say about this figure, but the fact that it just looks amazing. He's got a wrist articulation, and obviously he holds both swords perfectly. One sword holds better on one hand than the other. It's probably the design of it, the way McFarlane created him. And he's not, I can't say if he's top heavy or not, because everywhere that I've put this guy in my house, he's been able to hold himself up real good on there. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts about this character? What is your opinion? What do you guys think? Is it something you're going to collect? Is it something you're going to pick up? Why don't you let me know in the comments? And I hate to sound like every YouTuber, but I think it makes sense to say it. I think people are more used to it. But if you liked the review, give a like. And if you didn't, well, you didn't like it. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And once again, let me know. I like to hear from you. I am on Instagram and I am on Twitter as well. What you think about the character. Thank you.